Imagine you're walking down the street when, without warning, you take a deep breath and nothing happens. No air, no oxygen. For the next 10 seconds, the entire planet is without the single element that makes life possible. It doesn't sound like much time, but in those few heartbeats, the world you know could unravel in ways you never imagined. Today, we're about to explore exactly what would happen if our planet lost oxygen for just 10 seconds. And why, even after those few moments, nothing would ever be the same again. In the first second, most people wouldn't even realize what's happening. They'd try to breathe in, but their lungs would feel oddly empty. Your body wouldn't panic yet. Humans can survive without oxygen for a short while. But deep inside, your cells are already screaming for air. Meanwhile, something far stranger is happening above you. Because oxygen isn't just for living things. It's also holding our atmosphere together. Oxygen makes up about 21% of our atmosphere, and without it, the air pressure drops instantly. This means the blue sky above us starts to fade into black, as light scatters differently without oxygen molecules. For the first time in history, billions of people would look up and see the stars in the middle of the day. Beautiful? Yes, but terrifying? Absolutely. And the real danger is now racing toward the ground. Oxygen is the backbone of the ozone layer, the shield that blocks harmful ultraviolet rays from the sun. Without it, the ozone layer instantly disappears. And in seconds, every living thing on the surface is hit by unfiltered UV radiation. The sun would feel blisteringly hot on your skin. Plants would burn, animals would panic. And in the oceans, an even bigger catastrophe begins to unfold. Water is made of hydrogen and oxygen. Remove all oxygen, and for those 10 seconds, water molecules start breaking apart at a microscopic level. It wouldn't instantly turn the oceans to steam, but the surface would begin releasing massive amounts of hydrogen gas. Sea creatures that rely on dissolved oxygen would go into instant shock. Coral reefs would start dying within moments. And above the waves, chaos spreads to the coasts. Jet engines need oxygen to burn fuel. Without it, every aircraft mid-flight instantly loses power. Commercial planes would turn into silent, gliding coffins, falling toward the ground. Military jets would drop from the skies like stones. Even birds deprived of breathable air would plummet, a grim rain of life from above. But the destruction isn't limited to the air. Oxygen binds minerals in the Earth's crust, strengthening the ground beneath your feet. Without it, concrete and stone structures become weaker. Buildings, bridges, and roads start to crack and crumble under their own weight. In just seconds, cities would lose centuries of stability. And then, the loudest sound in human history would erupt. Every combustion engine, cars, ships, generators, dies instantly. The silence is deafening for a moment, until explosions start. Any place with stored oxygen under pressure, hospitals, laboratories, industrial plants, would burst violently as gases escape and chemicals react in strange ways. Fire, ironically, would vanish completely without oxygen. But the smoke from dying flames would hang in the air like a ghost. While 10 seconds isn't enough to kill most people outright, it's long enough for damage to begin. Your blood oxygen level plummets, your brain cells begin to starve, and some people, especially the elderly or those with health conditions, collapse instantly. For deep-sea divers and astronauts, the sudden loss of oxygen pressure would cause dangerous decompression-like symptoms. And then, just as suddenly as it began, after 10 seconds, oxygen rushes back into the atmosphere. You gasp for air, but everything around you feels wrong. The sky remains oddly dim. Countless fires have gone out. Thousands of planes have crashed. Millions of animals are dead. The economy is in ruins. And scientists warn that our atmosphere may never fully recover, because losing oxygen, even briefly, has permanently altered chemical balances in the air and oceans. While a total loss of oxygen is nearly impossible naturally, scientists say there are extreme cosmic events that could strip our planet of it, such as a massive gamma-ray burst or a planetary-scale chemical reaction. If it happened, even for just seconds, human civilization might never recover. And it leaves one haunting question. If the thing we need most can vanish in seconds, how safe is life on Earth, really? If that gave you chills, you can imagine how fragile our world really is. The fact that we survive day after day is nothing short of miraculous. If you want to keep exploring these mind-bending what-if scenarios, Make sure to hit like, subscribe, and share this video. It might just open someone else's eyes to how precious life really is.